further I go, the stranger the feeling gets. What was that? I heard that sound again. I have no idea what the hell that could be. It literally sounded like it came from right over there. I swear I just heard it again. It's almost like a humming, singing kind of thing. Ooh. Okay, something just touched me.
Did I just see another apparition out here? Hello?
For a second, it literally sounded like something was coming towards me. Whoa. Okay, it just happened again. It felt almost like two hands, just boom. What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new adventure. We are back at the most haunted forest in the world, Aokigahara Forest. Currently, I'm actually heading into a completely different section from the section we've been investigating as of late. It's actually on the opposite side of the road. I'm literally just in the entrance right now, and I've only ever been here one time on this specific side, which was last year after leaving. I ended up coming onto this side because we still had a good hour and a half wait for the bus to pick me up, and it had finally completely stopped raining. It was still very hazy, very cloudy and foggy, but I never really went that far in, and I was looking, and I think I found something kind of cool that we could venture off into. Now, I don't really know what to expect on this side. I can't tell you if it's going to be as crazy as the experiences we've been having so far on the opposite side. So far, I want to say that this forest is definitely so far the most haunted place I've ever personally been to. Every time we come here, we get something. So this is kind of what we're dealing with right now. Doesn't look like much. I mean, we are literally just kind of on the side of the road, but it goes very far in. It is connected to that forest. There just happens to be a road which divides it, essentially. And we're going to be here really late. We're probably going to get to our destination by nightfall, or at least by sunset, rather. And I imagine it's going to probably get pretty spooky. We all know the stories of this place. So let's get on in there and get this adventure started. So far here, we got a sign that says Saiko Yako no Mori Park, Wild Bird Forest, 2.5 kilometers. Okay, so that's a good probably 35 minutes, roughly. Nothing we can't handle. So I don't even know. I gotta check the GPS before getting too far ahead of myself. But I think once we make this turn, basically we just gotta head straight. Now, I don't know exactly how far or how long it's gonna take to get there. It looks pretty far. I don't even know if really we're gonna make it, but we're gonna damn well try. So far at first glance, one thing I'm noticing is not a lot of footprints. So it doesn't look like too many people go on this side, but I think it's worth an explore, worthy of an adventure at the very least. Like, we got a couple sets of footprints, but not much. But yeah, like I said, I don't really know what to expect of this side. I don't know if, obviously everybody knows the stories about Aokigahara Forest, kind of why, the reason why it's, the most haunted forest in the world, essentially. And I don't know in particular if people come to do, the whole unaliving deed on this side as well. The other day, we were pretty damn close to potentially finding someone, but it was strange because I followed the tracks all the way in, as you guys saw, and it literally just led me to nothing. It was as if the person just up and vanished. No explanation, no rhyme or reason, just is what it is. But we're already a fair distance away from the road, so it's already starting to get quieter. I'm not seeing a single soul, so I think we're probably going to be completely alone out here tonight. Okay, so I don't know if I got to go this way. It says rough trail. How rough could it possibly be? And then we also got this way. I mean, I guess we can go take a look. The only thing is what we need to do is kind of go around. So this is obviously kind of a shortcut. This, I don't know if this even really curves. So let's take the rough trail, I guess. Why not? That was weird. As I took a step, it literally sounded as if something took a step behind me. Oh boy. Well, ever since coming here, I can tell you guys that, I don't know, I've just felt kind of weird the last few days, really. Oh, this doesn't look that bad. Hey, a trail's a trail. We're probably going to do some slipping and sliding at some points, I imagine, but I feel like no one ever really comes to explore this side. Maybe it's because they don't even really know it exists, or just, I don't know. I mean, obviously some people come, but clearly not many. It is beautiful, it is eerie, the snow is melting. I think we are actually going to get some snow tonight as well. So I did bring my shelter with me. It's nothing extravagant, but it'll help in the event that we need it. At least we have it. Yeah, it definitely looks to be a little narrow. I'm going to double check again just to make sure that this is in fact the way we need to go. But it's getting quieter and quieter. Okay, I just heard something. It was like someone called out or something. I don't know. I don't see anybody. Whoa, shit. Oh, man. Oh, man. See, the problem is there's a lot of rocks where we're kind of stepping, and we can't really see them all that well. So we got to be very, very careful. Man. Oh, this hike could definitely take a while. That is for sure. But isn't this freaking amazing? Let's also try and make sure that we actually stay on the trail. Because if you go off, it could basically fall into a hole. But yeah, I don't see anybody. I could have sworn I heard like somebody, almost as if somebody was calling out. Whatever, let's continue. Well, it appears here that there are a lot of barriers to entry. They definitely weren't kidding when they said rough terrain, although I definitely have experienced much, much worse. The other thing to note here is that the snow is a little bit deeper. Wait, is this not the trail? No, this is the trail. At some points, it kind of just looks like the trail just randomly ends. What the heck was that? Already hearing some weird ass noises. That was no tree noise. That was like, I don't know if that was some kind of animal or something. Like I mentioned before, there are animals out here, and it does happen that they attack people once in a while. But yeah, I mean, I've definitely experienced, I think, worse hikes than this. Oh, look how freaking amazing this looks. Wow. One of the craziest forests in the world, that's for damn sure. So the sun is setting pretty quick. But I did bring a lot of emergency supplies just in the event that we need them. If we gotta stop and start a fire, we'll do it. What is that? It looks like there's a bunch of something kind of tied around a tree. Right? Doesn't it look like there's a bunch of like rope around it or something? Or are those just... Oh wow, those were literally just the way the sun was hitting, it made it look like a bunch of yellow rope. Man, things are deceiving out here. That's the thing with this place, it literally just messes with your head. And also, I'd just like to point out that I don't even know if I'm actually heading in the right direction right now. There's literally like no trail markers, nothing. The footprints go that way. But is that actually the trail? Oh yeah, I guess it is. Okay. Damn. This is probably gonna take a while. I imagine we're gonna get to our destination a little bit later. But unfortunately, by the time I was able to get out here today, is what it is, I suppose. Oh wow. Damn, it is just a sight to behold out here. That is for sure. Am I starting to think that this is not the trail and I'm literally just going to get myself lost out here? Oh shit. I mean, it looks like everybody went in this direction, so... Oh whoa, look at this. That's kind of cool. Just the way the roots of the tree are. Like, wait, is this actually the trail? I don't know. Is that a marker or is that just... Uh-oh. Yeah, this is going to be a problem if we end up getting lost. Well, maybe I should have gone the other way. I'll keep going a little bit and see if there's like a marker or something. My phone should work well enough that I could figure out where I am. Hopefully. Yesterday on the other side, my phone was just going haywire. I don't know what the problem was. Damn. Yeah, they definitely were not kidding about rough trail. It's getting a little bit more challenging by the minute coming through here. If I do end up getting turned around, I'm literally just following somebody else's tracks at this point. Not even really knowing if this is the right way or not, but we should eventually get somewhere, I suppose. I mean, unless this is going to be another situation like the last time finding tracks. Let's just hope that's not the case. Please and thanks. Okay, looks like they continued on down this direction. There's literally not even like a single trail marker. It's all at this point just a guessing game. Still just following the tracks. And what the hell was that? I heard something move over there. Deer? I don't see nothing. Oh, it's almost dark. I don't see anything at all. Someone was moving out there. Weird. Okay, what was that? I heard something, I don't know what that was. Yeah, I keep hearing something over there. Like something knocking, I think. Not a clue. Alright, let's just keep moving for now. I don't know why, but I'm getting that weird feeling of dread again. And it's weird because like the birds are singing. Straight Strangely enough, I don't remember hearing birds on the other side, like at all. But the further I go, the stranger the feeling gets. What was that? I heard something really strange down there. What was that? I don't see anything. This place just doesn't make any sense half the time. It sounded like it was dead ahead of me. Some kind of weird animal noise that I am not familiar with. Kind of sounded like it was from down here. Strange. Well, I guess we should keep moving while we have a little bit of daylight left. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get stuck out here tonight. That is for sure. At least there's lots of good spaces that we can kind of set up base camp. So someone just moved next to me. Okay, whatever. I don't know. So, yeah, I think we're getting there. It looks like the terrain might actually be getting a little bit easier to hike on. I checked Google Maps, and it looks like we are actually, in fact, on the correct trail, surprisingly enough. I guess whoever came through here clearly knows where they're going. Kind of thankful for that, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's going to take a while to get there. So, oh, that was weird. The corner of my eye, I literally thought I saw almost like a person walking by over there. Weird. I mean, why am I not surprised after that apparition that I saw the other day? I feel like the things in here are definitely wanting to show themselves. Alright, so good to know that they do actually mark the tree. I guess that's a tree marking, so we'll just keep following the tracks. And those markers, which I think are markers, I'm not even really sure. Could just be part of the bark of the tree, but alright. Gonna have to put my light on soon. It's getting a little dark, but looks like we're pretty well sort of in the middle. I'm gonna find a little spot that I can rest at soon. I think somebody's coming over there. I can hear. Sounds like they're singing. Where are they? I don't see them. They must be over the ridge, but yeah, we pretty much are like in smack dab the middle of where we want to get to, essentially. And it's probably going to be another like good hour. I kind of underestimated this. I kind of figured at the same time, I'm like, depending on the terrain, it's going to take us a while to get there. So basically what we're looking for is the spot called Dragon Cave. It actually looks really cool. I don't even know why it's there. It doesn't even really make sense. It's just kind of in the middle of the forest. Wait. There's nobody here. I heard singing. It literally sounded as if somebody was singing. What the hell? I really hope the camera picked that up. Like, I legit thought someone was coming through here. Okay. Well, that doesn't make sense. Like, if they were still coming through, you would hear them walking. Okay, what the fuck? Hello? Konnichiwa? Anybody out here? I think we might have just heard something paranormal. Telling you, this place is like like, it's amazing capturing all of this. Okay, no, like, dude, there's literally no one here. Like, that's crazy. Okay, I need to find a spot. I want to put my bag down for a moment, and I feel like I'm starting to sweat. First my hands were really cold, now they're literally starting to get all sweaty. I don't like that. Okay, let's find a spot where we can sit. I'm still like confused. Well, the sun's gonna go down anyway, so I figured I might as well take a moment, take a little bit of a break. They do recommend that people not come out here. They also highly recommend people not camp out here for one reason or another. And the interesting part about this place too is that there's been a lot of recorded stories and tragedies, and one of the interesting things about it is that, like, the fact that they used to report how many bodies they would find in this place. They stopped doing that for one reason or another. Maybe it was just freaking people out a little too much. I don't really know the exact reason, or maybe they just didn't want to create any more controversy about the place. But they do find roughly about 36 people in this place, and there's just so many crazy stories. I was actually reading one online of somebody who came out here in the middle of the night and just kind of walking through with a flashlight. It was two of them, and they see a deer kind of coming towards them, and they're like, oh cool, look, a cute little deer, right? So they start obviously approaching it, because like I said before, the deer here are hilarious. They're super friendly and they're used to people, so they don't really run away. And as they got closer and closer, all of a sudden the deer started, like, they described it as if it was like transforming into this big black blob thing, almost with like two white eyes, and they freaked the out and they ran in the complete opposite direction and got the hell out of here. Which is kind of interesting, because the last time we were here last year, I experienced seeing something just like that, but kind of floating in the sky. Some of you said you saw it in the footage. I don't know. I guess I kind of maybe saw something in that footage. I'm not 100% sure. If you guys want to go back and check, I don't know. But I know what I saw. It literally looked like Ghastly from Pokemon. And after a while, I decided to come back in, because I had left, obviously. But I decided to come back in, and we found two deers. So it's like, I didn't know this story back then. We're just kind of learning about this now. But I don't know. I just kind of thought it was interesting. What is that behind me? The hell? Is the camera still picking something up? Oh, okay. Never mind. That was weird. I was seeing something like in the camera that I'm not seeing with my own eyes, but anyway. That's that singing again. What is that? Huh? It is so quiet over here, and then all we hear is that, and there's no one around. Wow. Talk about confusing. Okay, we're gonna try something. I know the sun hasn't completely set yet, but we're getting close. We're gonna try this ghost tube again because it can actually convert languages for us. So, hello, is there anybody here that wishes to communicate? I keep hearing somebody singing. Do you want to tell us your name? Oddly enough, I couldn't get this thing to work properly the first night. But it seems to, it just kept saying calibrating. I don't know why.
In the past.
Kakuni, in the past. In the past when? How long ago in the past are you from?
My death.
Oh. How did you die? Is this where you died? Oh my. If that's the case, that's really sad. Can you tell us how you died? Or at least tell us how you ended up here. Were you sad? Did something convince you to come here? I have this really weird feeling coming over me right now. I keep hearing something moving over there too. What happened?
She will touch you.
Who's she? Wait, am I talking to more than one person? It appears that I am. I must be. Who is she? Okay, she has permission to touch me lightly. Nothing violent, nothing crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know if the mic picks this up, but with the traffic off in the distance, it kind of almost sounds like the ocean. Interestingly enough, this is called the Sea of Trees.
Mary.
Mary. Are you Mary? Is that your name? Kukina. What happened, Kukina? I'm gonna learn some words from this app. Again, can you tell us how you ended up here? Is there a Yurei here? That was weird. As soon as I said that, all of a sudden we heard, I guess, what sounds like a bird? Alright, well, last chance.
Pagan.
Pagan. So you're a pagan. Okay, well that's interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna get moving here. I just wanted to take a little bit of a break and just kind of see what would happen. But what's interesting, so the stories about this place, like the actual history of this place is back in the day, during the famine days, they would bring the elderly and abandon them here, and essentially they would die here. So if that's the case, if they're like a pagan, that means they're probably from a long time ago, and unfortunately they're still here, and they would be called Yurei, which would be known as restless souls. Okay, I'm gonna pack it up and we're gonna get a move on here. I don't know why, but it almost felt like there was something down there, like staring at me. Like, I see something, but I can't really tell what the hell it is. But okay. So I'm going to continue on this way. My goal for now is we're going to find hopefully a little flat spot. I kind of, like I said, underestimated the hike here. So it is going to take me a while longer to kind of get to where I wanted to get to, which is the cool cave, but unfortunately, that is not going to happen anytime soon. We should make it there eventually, but it's going to take too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find hopefully a flat spot somewhere, and we'll just kind of chill there as the sun goes down. And I wouldn't mind making maybe some tea or some espresso while we're out here as we wait for the sun to go down and see what the vibe is like out here. It's kind of a test. It's really a test. It's a test really to see what this side is kind of like at night. I mean, so far during the day it's been strange to say the least. So I imagine it'll probably be pretty interesting at night too. I don't really know, but we're about to find out. This is our little experiment out here. Oh, I didn't realize this was just over here. I think we got to go this way. There's like a bunch of little benches here. It's kind of funny how on this side the benches are all like brand new, in good condition, intact. The wind cave is this way, but we're trying to get to a different cave. I don't know if it's the same direction. I gotta check. Alrighty, so I was gonna continue on, and I probably still will, but I realized we gotta go this way. So it is saying that it is 1.6 kilometers to Nemba Minsyuku village. And I think that would bring us roughly about halfway to where I wanted to go. However, the sun is just setting, and I feel like I'm kind of due for some tea or some espresso or something at the very least. And I kind of figured, since we have a bench conveniently here, we can just camp out here for the time being and just kind of observe and see what happens. I guess I'll start collecting some wood because I'm going to start up a little fire and warm up some water. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I kind of wanted to try something. I keep forgetting that I got this. And, okay. Be gone, ice. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually try something that's local, apparently. Let me just find something to put on this. There we go. One thing I don't want is for my ass to be all wet, so... Smart. Always think ahead, right? Okay, so what I got is a local beer from the Fuji area. Now, I think it's actual beer. I guess. I think that's just a bird. I don't know. It doesn't say like the percentage or anything. Watch this be non-alcoholic. How is that? How funny is that going to be? Yeah, I'm really not sure. I went to where did I stop at? 7-Eleven, and I was looking for. I usually go with the Acai Crystal, which is like a light beer, just to kind of keep my figure, or at least maintain it. That got a little shook up, but let's try it out. It's not bad. I gotta take a picture of the can and translate it because I don't know if this is like non-alcoholic or something, but it is actually not bad. What is that? There it is again. It's like something hitting a tree, like, repeatedly. Okay. I don't see anything. Bigfoot? That you? Supposedly Japan does have a Bigfoot-like creature. Interestingly enough, maybe that's what we're hearing? I don't really know. Okay. Dude, this place is nuts. Like even with daylight still, like we're almost out of daylight at this point, but even with daylight, there's just weird noises. I can't debunk it. I don't know what that could possibly be. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep waiting. I'm gonna see if my phone works and maybe take a picture of this and see what it says. Huh, not bad though. Also, I just realized I think the autofocus wasn't on for a period of time. I do apologize, but whatever. A little bit of blurry image. Oh well. So, been just kind of enjoying this beer as the sun is almost completely gone. I did use the translator, and it does say it's 100% real beer. The only reason I thought it maybe wasn't real beer was because when I went to bring it to the lady at the checkout at the 7-Eleven, normally when you're buying alcohol, there's a thing, like a button that comes up on the touch screen that you have to click to say yes that you're 20 years old, which is the legal drinking age here in Japan. And it didn't come up for some reason. Even the lady, as she scanned it, seemed kind of confused, but she's like, whatever. He's got gray hairs in his beard. There's no way he's under 20 years old. So in a few moments, I'm going to start gathering up some wood, because if I stop moving, I am going to get really cold. It's not too cold right now, or at least it doesn't seem that cold, because we've been moving for like the last hour and a half. So we're not too bad, but I just don't want to freeze my butt off out here. Hence why I brought plastic that I can, at the very least, sit down on. It's starting to get pretty spooky out here too. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I don't think this is really an ideal spot for a campfire. I'm not going to make like a huge campfire. I just want to literally warm up my feet a little bit more. Because they claim these shoes are awesome. They were hurting my feet on the beginning of this trip, but I feel like they've stretched more, so it's not so bad. But the problem is that they claim they're waterproof. They're not totally waterproof. That is like partially a lie. They're mostly water resistant, I'll give them that, but some water has been seeping in and it has been driving me nuts. So I wouldn't mind a little bit of a fire just to kind of keep warm, because I did decide that we're going to kind of hang around this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down there for a second and just see if there's like a better clearing that we can set up a little campfire and not set the whole forest on fire either. But there's a lot of snow on the ground, so we're not going to really have any issues. I heard that sound again. I have no idea what the hell that could be. It literally sounded like it came from right over there. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna relocate. It looks like there's a little bit of a clearing just back there. And there's also an abundance of wood that's easily accessible all around. So we're going to move over there and get this thing going. Okay, so I haven't really checked what's under here yet, but here seems to be roughly the best option we've got right now. So I'm going to try and dig a little trench. I don't even know what the heck is under here. Huh. Maybe back here is a little bit deeper. Probably should have checked first, instead of just saying, yeah, here looks good. But I saw this big pile of wood right here, and I'm like, oh, we got the mother lode. Yeah, it seems okay. I think there's just like leaves and shit under here. Like I said, I'm not looking to make a huge fire, just something that we can use. Now we gotta find a lot of tinder and a lot of good wood. The shitty part is I don't have my saw with me. I thought about bringing it, but then I just decided not to. I probably should have. I just wasn't sure if I could like pack it in my luggage. So I just kind of figured, whatever, I'll just leave it behind. We'll survive anyway. We'll be fine. Alright, this should be okay, I think. Well, there's quite a bit of tinder lying around, but everything is pretty wet, so I'm trying to find stuff that's kind of elevated, for the most part anyways. Because we don't want super wet, smoky wood. Nobody likes that. I'm gonna go and find some more somewhere. That's a start. Okay, I got a good, decent pile of wood to start with here. Should be fine. I tried to pick the most dry pieces I could possibly find, because otherwise we're going to have some problems, but we should be okay. So, first things first, grab some fire starters. I don't even really remember where I put them in here, but hopefully in here. Hello, fire starters? Are you in here? Oh, I found them. I knew I put them in a little plastic bag. So, this is kind of cool actually. The fire starters they have here are very different from the smelly ass ones that we have back home. Haven't tried one yet, so we'll see how this goes. But Fire Dragon, eco-friendly, fire lighter and fuel, do not eat, open here. And it's cool too because they put them like in little individual packages. That's pretty awesome. The ones back home are not like this. I'm sure I can get stuff that's similar to this, but yeah, let's see how this goes. Alrighty, there goes nothing. Keep hearing almost like what sounds like howling. What the heck? These are so weird. It's like jello. Ugh. They're very slimy. Huh. They catch pretty good. And they give off a lot of heat. Holy crap. Oh shit. The only problem is that they're very slippery. So let's try and... Shit. Now it's like off to the side. Try and get it back in there. There we go. Holy crap. Well, these are different. I'm not used to that. A lot of the wood out here is really wet, so it might take a second to catch, but what I'm actually going to do, is I'm going to use these pieces and just break them up and throw them on top. There we go. Damn, that thing burns hot. Holy moly. Okay, there we go. That should work. It's gonna get a little smoky for a second just because it's so wet, but once that's good, then we'll put the bigger pieces on top. That's actually quite nice. So far, so good. It's not too windy, but the wind does keep changing direction, so whew, man, she's burning hot right now. I think we are good to start adding some bigger logs. These look like everything's a little bit wet here, but we'll see in a sec if this catches. Whoa, it got smoky, but I thought I heard something moving back there. I gotta grab my flashlight in a second. Yeah, that shit was really wet. Damn. Well, with the heat, it should dry off. Ideally. I'll probably have to get a little more kindling just in case. It's definitely getting a little bit colder now. So I figured let's make some tea to warm ourselves up on the inside. Inside warmth is very ideal when you're winter camping. That should be good enough. I kind of just used like half my canteen there, but if anything, worst comes to worst, we got lots of snow. Okay, let's get her by the fire. Also, I found a nice little teapot at the camping store. Couldn't find a decent tent, but we have a shelter in the event that we need it. Okay, let's get a few more of these in there. I swear I just heard that singing again. What is that? That's definitely not an animal. Super weird. I just heard it again. It's almost like a humming, singing kind of thing. So weird. It also is so freaking quiet, and then you hear that. Definitely gotta get a little more flame. Should find some pine and just throw it on. Seem to be okay now. Ah, that's nice. Found a little bit of this. It's basically like pine. It's working, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna try that app again and see what happens to come through. I'm just really hoping we don't see any, you know, kind of like what we saw a little while ago. That was a bit much on the brain. Is whatever I was talking to still here? I'm not too far from where we initially communicated. Definitely gotta try and dry off my shoes a little bit. I'm just kind of dug right into the snow at the moment, but... Shaberu.
Shovel.
Shovel. What about a shovel? What the heck was that? Let's put this on this side. Should heat up probably a little faster. Ugh. Well, I can say that the plants out here are very, like, oily, which I guess is good for the fire, but what is that? Why is it doing that? Is there something near me? Is that why it's doing that? Keeps giving me like an attention symbol. I don't know what that's all about. What the heck was that? It sounded almost like something was moving out there. Hello? Konnichiwa? That's it? Just shovel? Interesting. What the heck? I don't even know what's going on right now with this, but I'm going to put this down for a second because I keep hearing something over there. Man, this place is so creepy. If anybody wants to communicate, you can communicate with me on this. It'll actually translate from your language to mine. Hopefully you're understanding me. Are you understanding me?
Why are you asking?
Well, because I want to communicate with you. I want to see what happened to you exactly. Also, I keep forgetting that I have my beer over here. So, add a little bit more wood so she doesn't go out. Yeah, the wood out here is not heard something. Wood out here is not exactly the greatest. I'm gonna start trying to dry off my shoes a little bit. Do you see me right now?
Absolutely not.
You do not see me right now. Do you not want to communicate with me? Maybe you don't like me being here? Well, that's unfortunate. I do plan on staying a little bit. I'm making tea. Would you like some?
In the shadow.
In the shadow? You're in the shadows? Are you afraid of me? Is there something out here that I should be afraid of? Oh. Okay, something just touched me. What the hell? Holy crap. Okay, what just touched me?
Tunnel.
There's a tunnel? Where? That was really weird. It literally felt like a whole hand went over my shoulder. What was that? Earlier it said she will touch you. I don't know who this she person is, but... What touched me just now?
Deep.
Deep? I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Were you sad? Is that how you died? For a second, I felt like something was like standing behind me. You know when you could just feel a presence of someone directly behind you? That's literally what I just felt right now. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. That was freaky. Oh, we got an attention symbol. Hang on. It's doing something. Is there someone here? I felt like somebody was behind me and somebody touched me.
21.
21. Is that your age? Well, these are some kind of interesting responses. I don't really know what to say about them yet. But okay. What the heck was that? For like a second, I thought I heard like something metal clank over there. There was this, but that didn't... No. That's not what we heard. It sounded like it came from there. I don't see anything. Oh man, this place is weird. I love how every time I change the camera angle, the wind direction suddenly changes. Whatever. So tea is, well, the water is pretty much ready. Let's grab our tea bag. Bet you not too many people have camped out and just sat here and made tea in the middle of the Japanese forest. Alright. I haven't actually tried any green tea since I've got here yet. Been mostly just drinking coffee, espresso. Oh, so much smoke. Oh shit, no, my Fuji beer. Damn. Alright. Oh yeah, she's hot. Hot AF. They're actually really nice. Way better than the ones I have at home right now. Just keep that there for the time being. Just make sure it doesn't fall. There we go. Finally, some tea. Let's see how this green tea is. I literally just took it from the hotel. I don't even know what brand it is or anything, but it's the best thing to warm you up on a cold night. Oh, my nose is already starting to run like crazy. But yeah, I'm basically gonna finish my tea, warm up my body as much as I possibly can, and then I think we're gonna continue on to somewhere. I don't really know which direction we're gonna go in, but at this point we're out here. Any direction will do. Let's just wait and listen and see if we hear anything. In the meanwhile, that's where I'm like almost hearing that singing again. I don't know if that's what I'm hearing or if it's something else. Now I'm hearing movement down there. What an interesting place. Ooh, that's hot. Also, I bought this really snazzy mug. Pretty awesome so far. Get this campfire turned up a little bit more. What the fuck? Okay, I could have sworn I just saw somebody over there. It looked like there was someone there. Grab that camera.
Literally right down there. I legit thought I saw somebody standing there, but there's clearly no one there. Did I just see another apparition out here? Oh, man. Hello? This is just so creepy. Especially in the darkness. I think it's starting to snow. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, it's like ice pellets. Oh, that's great. What else is new?
Well, it is starting to snow. I don't know how much it's supposed to snow, but it's going to really suck if we get stuck out here. The only issue, too, is the car is not ideal for snowy weather. I'm starting to get a little cold. Let's put my hood on. Okay, well, I'm going to finish warming up, and we're going to get a move on here. This spot is really creepy. Alright guys, I am ready to get a move on from here. It's been a slice. So, I'm curious as to what is even down here. Hopefully the trail's not too hard to walk on. Honestly, I was aiming to warm up my feet. Didn't really work. The wood out here is really wet, and I can't really cut any good big pieces, so that kind of sucks. We're just dealing with cold, wet feet tonight, but is what it is, I suppose. I still don't know what those weird knock noises were. I swear this light is dying already. I need my flashlight in a second. What the hell? There's like a giant tree right in the way. Apparently they don't cut up the trees out here. Oh, looks like we're going underneath. That's kind of annoying. I'm trying to keep my pants dry, but that kind of ruined it for me. What was that? For a second, it literally sounded like something was coming towards me. Heck. Okay. I don't see anything. Okay, well, I guess we're okay. That literally happened the other night too, and I thought something was like charging at me. Dude, this place like messes with your brain like no tomorrow. This place is no joke. Definitely no joke. Oh man. What the heck could that have been? I've kind of come to the conclusion that, what they say is pretty accurate, that whatever's here is extremely restless and doesn't like when people come through. I guess especially at night. Definitely seems to be way more active at night, but also active during the day. Wow. Okay, we got another little obstacle here. It's like so many fallen trees everywhere. Turn this way because it's really hard to see. Yeah, it feels like my camera light is already kind of dimming. Not fully, but enough that it's not where I'd like it to be. Damn, it is getting freaking cold. Wow. I don't know why I'm getting a really bad feeling all of a sudden. Oh man, I don't know why. That seems to happen here a lot. Just something that makes you like literally just want to turn around and go back. Oh. Oh. Yo, why is my light just all of a sudden completely dying now? I know it looks bright on camera, but trust me, with my own eyes, it's kind of sucking right now. I'm really trying not to stop. I swear I keep hearing something too. What is that? Whoa. Okay, it just happened again. What the f? What the f? Okay. Why does that keep happening? Let's just get over this tree. I need a spot where I can stop for a second and kind of just catch my bearings. This is just getting spookier and spookier. You know, it's kind of weird how we haven't seen any actual deer. But then again, after that one person's experience, maybe we don't want to. I could have sworn I just saw something out there. Wait. It looked like a shadow. What the f? Hang on a second. I swear I just saw like some sort of shadow figure moving out there. I don't see anything now. But it was like right off in this direction. Okay, what the f is going on out here? Holy crap. Talk about intense. Oh, wait, that was that sound that I heard earlier. That weird, like, grunty type of noise. I don't know what that is. Oh, my fingers are starting to freeze. Alright, I'm not having fun anymore. I don't like this place. So weird. There's like a breeze coming through, but it's only like affecting what sounds like the trees down in that one specific area where I heard that sound. I don't know if I like that. Okay, I gotta check my GPS and see if where the hell we're even going right now.
batteries. What does that sound? Oh, what the f was that? Okay, something literally just pushed me. What the fuck? Dude, what the f was that? It felt like something legit just pushed me from behind. I'm trying to get my battery for my light. What the f... Okay, that wasn't cool. Let me just change this real fast. I can barely see what I'm doing. Here we go. Oh shit, why is this one not working? What the fuck? Oh, there we go. That was weird. Okay, that's better. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know what is going on with this battery. I haven't had it on for that long and it's already pretty much dead. But something literally, it felt like it pushed me. Like I physically felt it on my back. It felt almost like two hands, just boom. I gotta figure out where the hell I am. I haven't had a chance to even check yet, but give me 2 seconds and we'll figure it out. Alright, so I was looking because I was considering backtracking and just getting the hell out of here. But we are so far in here right now that it might actually be faster. At least it looks like it'll be faster to just go around and then back out and actually get to what our original destination was, which is this dragon cave. And I guess take a quick glance at it. My feet are getting cold, so I'm just going to keep moving and hope that they warm up. They should. I mean, if you use your own body heat, you will warm yourself up, essentially, as long as you keep moving. I am getting a little bit hungry, but hopefully we'll get there eventually. It's going to be still a little bit of a hike. I thought I saw somebody down there. I couldn't really tell properly because there's this tree in front of me. But why would anybody be walking out here without any flashlight or anything? Oh, that sounded like a footstep. What the heck? You know, I really wasn't too sure what to think of the... Okay, that was a cough. Okay, I definitely heard a cough. I was gonna say, I didn't really know what to expect from this side of the forest, but yeah, it's pretty f***ing crazy. I love how here there's just like significantly less snow. And way bushier. Okay, well that doesn't make any sense. We heard a cough, but I'm not seeing anything. Hello? Konnichiwa? I heard something.
was that? Something just screamed. What the hell? Which direction did that even come from? Hold up. I'm gonna take my hood off for a second here. Okay, I am literally speechless right now. It kinda sounded like it came from this direction, but I don't really know for sure. Huh. Okay, this just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Oh, man. Damn, dude. This was way farther than I thought it was gonna be. That's funny. Oh. For a second, it almost sounded like something walked right next to me. Okay, let's just keep going. I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting out of here at some point. Damn, look at that. That is freaking cool. There are a bunch of spots around here like this. Probably kind of like where I'm heading right now, but there's tons of caves. Lots of little crevices. Who knows what the hell is like living in there? There could be some mamushi, which are basically, you know, those very deadly Japanese vipers. I mean, they're probably hibernating, so they probably wouldn't even really bother me anyway. But let's not try and find out. We'll just leave the mamushi alone. They're a little, you know, finicky. I think they'd appreciate their space, as would I. Some random sign there. I have no idea what the hell that even says right now. But okay. It looks like it's just talking about something splitting off and then joining into one, basically. I don't really know, but okay. We got more caverns down here, it looks like. Probably directly underneath us. Oh, I see. Okay. So, well, good thing there's an English side. So, I guess we're heading in the right direction. I don't really know, but we'll find out. At this point, we're just going to be out here all frickin' night. Should have brought something to eat. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. Okay, let's go. Well, we've come up to another spot. I don't really know where it leads. I'm assuming it goes to where I want to go to. I found another trail marker. I think that's just what that is. We do have a nice little bench. There's actually a nice little bench over there too. Damn, this would have been a good area to camp. Shit, it's like so much less snowy. Although the ground feels really mushy here, which is kind of cool. We've probably just got like millions of years worth of roots grown on top of each other, which has essentially created ground. But I'm gonna go see what that sign says and figure out which direction we gotta go in. I feel like I'm getting all turned around here. So there's a lake in this direction. Yeah, there's like, I think like a whole bunch of lakes in this area too. I'd really love to visit one. We're gonna get to that soon, but the place that my location is at, I don't even know where we are on this map right now. I know I gotta go in this direction, but it's funny how it's like not even really listed anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so good thing I looked at the map, I guess, but it looks like we gotta go in this direction. which is okay with me because it seems a little bit less snowy. And for some reason it feels warmer here. I don't particularly know why, but it just is that way. It's also probably just because I'm moving. But I'll keep recording and I'll keep you guys posted and updated on this adventure or wherever the hell we're going to end up at this point. Okay, this is getting really confusing. So I'm trying to look at it on Google Maps, which I'm actually quite surprised it works. Had I gone in this direction, I would literally end up like in this village, because around after that bend it goes that way, which doesn't even make sense. Like I gotta go in this direction. I don't know. Let's get back here and try and figure this out. Definitely getting confused because I could have sworn I literally just came from this direction, but it's telling me somehow it's literally in the same direction, which doesn't even make any sense. I'm just getting all kinds of confused right now. Like I literally just came from this way. So why would I have to go? Oh man. Something is going on with Google Maps. Is the forest messing with like my phone or sense of direction? Yeah, it looks like it's this way. Okay, this is really confusing. So this is a trail? It doesn't really look like much. I mean, it kind of looks like a trail, but it looks like no one's gone in this direction for some reason. So that's where I gotta go, towards the lava cave, I guess. I don't know. I'm all kinds of confused. Okay, so it does look like some people have gone in this direction, so it looks to be about 1 kilometer now. And then I think we're gonna get to a road, cross the road, and then we're pretty much there, I guess. Oh man, I did not realize it was gonna be this confusing to get to this stupid thing. This is just a really dumb idea. But there is a positive note. One thing I have observed is that in this area, I haven't heard a single thing. Nothing really weird has happened. It looks like it's starting to snow again. But yeah, so this side's not so bad. I don't have any of the same feeling that I was feeling in the other areas of this place, but we'll see if that changes. Oh man, what a hike and a half. Holy. So I'm almost there, probably a few more minutes, and it's still so quiet. The crazy part is that the way to get back to the car after, you have to walk down the main road, but it's okay. Hopefully this spot is worth it. And I also burned off the beer and lunch, which I didn't eat too much today. But still, same story, not too much going on in this area. I haven't really heard anything too weird since all the way back there when we were hearing that weird scream and all those other weird noises, but almost there. Just a little bit more. Thought I heard something. I stopped to listen to see if I could hear the traffic, to see how far I am from the road. I don't even think I'm that far, but I can't hear anything. Let's just listen though. What I thought I was hearing was somebody talking. I hear movement. I hear something moving in that direction. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting really hungry. I definitely should have brought some 7-Eleven sandwiches at the very least. They're also delicious. What is that? Sounds like something's moving out there? I don't know. Okay, well, whatever. Oh man, I think I can actually see the road. Holy. Damn, dude. I was in here forever. Damn. That was a long hike. That was way longer than I thought it was going to be. Oh man, I've never been so glad to see a road. Then we got to cross the road. But what I didn't realize, there it is. What I didn't realize is the thing that we're looking for. Oh, sorry, I got hiccups. The thing that I'm looking for is pretty much supposed to be like right there. Like not that far in, as long as we can figure out where the other entrance is. This looks more like a road. I don't know if we're gonna actually find this thing down here. What the hell? So you mean to tell me that I could have literally just driven in this entire time? You have got to be kidding me right now. Wow. What a mission and a half. And also, I feel pretty stupid right now because apparently I can't read Google Maps very well. I'm trying to figure out if it's like a little bit further up or if it's like in here somewhere. It's really weird because now Google Maps is telling me to just go from the road, which I don't want to do because, I don't know, well, we might have to at this point. I don't know. I don't see like an obvious trail in. Might be like one of those things no one ever goes to. Okay, so there is a sign here. I did use translate and it says it's Ryugu cave entrance, so I'm gonna assume that that's where it is. Oh, hopefully it's not too much of a trek further because I am getting a little tired, to be honest. Maybe it's just down here. Let's see. It looks like people have been walking a little bit further, and I can clearly see a rope. Okay, we're on the right track, I think. Found a sign. It says, the cave is dangerous, do not enter it. So my guess is it's down here somewhere? I guess? I don't know. I can't really see anything. But it looks like there's a pathway. Do got to be careful because it is extremely slippery here. I already almost wiped out on the way in. Coming back out is going to suck. Okay, is it like down here? Or is it back there? Looks like a pretty cool spot. Is that it? Is that the epic cave? Oh, okay. That is it. I mean, it's kind of cool. Not really as epic as I thought it was going to be. Man, I so badly want to go in there, but yeah, that's definitely not a good idea. It definitely looks shitty. And once you're in, it looks like it might be a little hard getting out. Let's see what's back here, I suppose. I swear I just heard something back there. What the hell? Hello? Sounds like some weird, like, click noise. Skinwalkers? Is it Japanese skinwalker cave, or do those exist? I mean, that's more of a North American thing. But I guess you'd never really know. Okay, let's see what's back here. Yeah, they got it all roped off. But we'll take a glance at what's back here. And then we'll start making our way back out. Okay, I think I found the actual spot, but there's a bit of a problem. It's literally all ice going down. Oh crap, I can't. I'm gonna slip and slide the whole way down. Shit. Well, we're gonna just have to observe it from here. I don't see how I'm gonna manage to get down this. It looks like people have, but with all the footprints going in and out, they've literally turned it all into ice. That kind of sucks. But whoa, that's cool. There's like a little thing in there. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but let me zoom in a little. Let me actually Take a step back just in case I go sliding. But yeah, there's a really cool looking thing in there. It kind of looks like some sort of altar, I guess. Well, we can see it a little better from here. Yeah, unfortunately we can't go all the way in. I guess that sign's kind of right. I ain't gonna risk breaking my neck for that, but at least we made it. That's good. Let me look at it from this spot because the camera's going out of focus because of the trees in front of it. But yeah, that is pretty cool. Wow. That was one hell of a mission tonight. Holy moly. Okay, so I basically got to hike a couple kilometers up the road basically to get back to the car. And I'm going to eat, and then we'll see what we do after that. Maybe I'll go back into the other side. I don't really know yet. I haven't 100% decided, but we'll see. In the meanwhile, I think that's the end of this episode. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, get the merch, make maple syrup great again, because, well, Trudeau's gone, but the new guy's not very good, so let's make maple syrup great again. Why not? All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye-bye.